and welcome to our show, Malice in the Palace, the story of Esther. We didn't have a big budget for the show, but we still have everything we need to tell a really great story. A king, a queen, a prime minister, a faithful servant, and many others. I play the part of the narrator, and even though I don't get to do a lot of fun character lines, my part is still very important. At least that's what the director says.
Can't believe you fell for that.
Stop it! We take you now to Persia in the year 483 BC, a time when kings were warriors as well as rulers, a time when the moon, waters, winds, and fire were worshipped as gods, a time when young maidens were married to much older kings.
Hey! Who are you calling old?
Sorry, I'm sorry. A time when young maidens were married to, seasoned kings.
Seasoned. I like that.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. We take you, again, to Persia in the year 483 BC, when the mighty King Ahasuerus ruled from India to Ethiopia. And in that year, the kingdom was abuzz with whispers and rumors of a terrible scandal.
Really?
Yes.
You're joking!
No.
You think?
Maybe.
Shocking! Ghastly! Dreadful!
Have you heard, there's a crisis in the palace and the kingdom is aflutter with the news? Have you heard, there's a crisis in the palace, everybody has a different point of view. He said, she said, he doesn't, yes he does. Whispers, rumors, listen to the buzz, listen to the buzz, listen to the buzz, to the buzz, 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 buzz. Well, the king had a feast for 6 long months. It was a great success. For when the king invites someone, that someone best say yes. Then the king said,
Go and fetch the queen, the party's getting slow.
her lovely face will liven up the place. But the queen said,
No.
have you heard, there's a crisis in the palace and the kingdom is aflutter with the news. Have you heard, there's a crisis in the palace, everybody has a different point of view. He said, she said, he doesn't, yes he does. Whispers, rumors, listen to the buzz, listen to the buzz, listen to the buzz, to the buzz, 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 buzz. Then the king called his wise men far and wide to tell them what to do. They said, you must
and the news swept across all of Persia. Queen Vashti said no to the king. Not only was she banished from ever coming into the king's presence again, the king's wise counsel advised him to mandate that every man should be ruler over his own household so that all women would respect their husbands. Really?
Stick to the script.
Unbelievable.
Dad, did you see this?
Mordecai, did you see this?
I was hoping you wouldn't, son.
What does this even mean?
Well, evidently, sweet Esther, there has been no law that a man should rule over his home.
But why would that need to be law, Mordecai? Men love their families, right?
They want their families to be happy, don't they?
I'm pretty sure that's not what the king is saying.
Man, ever since the king banished Queen Vashti, the world's been just a little bit unstable. Maybe he needs a new queen.
You think that would do it?
It couldn't hurt.
Don't you think a home needs a woman's touch to help take care of things?
Undoubtedly.
You know what I'd do if I were queen?
Perish the thought. But you would make the palace into a home.
Fill it with love.
I miss Mom.
So do I, son. So do I.
But the king had another problem.
Your Highness, on behalf of all of your advisors, let me just say that edict was splendid work. You're making great waves throughout the kingdom.
Well, it is written, the lion sometimes must show his teeth to prove he is not the rabbit.
Yes, the lion! Wisely said, Your Majesty.
It's a good thing you acted quickly, because otherwise every woman in the kingdom would have gotten ideas, and before you know it, P-O-W, act.
How?
Yes, the Persian Organization of Women.
Equal shekels for equal work! What? It could happen.
Enough empty talk. I wish to sit on my throne.
Yes, of course, Your Majesty. Everyone! The king wishes to go to this throne!
Make way for the king. 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 Make way for the king.
And now, place the queen at my right hand.
Your Highness, you banished the queen.
Whose idea was that?
Your servant Memucan, sir, and now she can't come here anymore.
Now what do I do? Keeper of the harem.
Right here, Your Highness. Your command is my command.
I seem to be queenless.
You, sire? But you look fabulous. Have you been working out?
No. I sent her away myself. Thank you, Mamakan.
Oh, I see. Well, Your Highness, perhaps you need to pick a new queen.
Oh, excellent idea. Go at once. Find the women to choose from.
Okay, listen up, people. Find a girl more beautiful than Queen Vashti, but who is yet unmarried. Go.
We'll go down the middle.
We got this side.
people were here look really bad.
What about this lady with the funny-looking outfit?
Nah.
Hey, how about this guy? Whoops, sorry, mister.
I do believe this is going to take longer than we expected.
Perhaps we could expand our search to the other provinces of the kingdom.
Make it so.
And so the Harem Commission set off to the farthest corners of the entire kingdom, from Egypt to India, from the Arabian Sea to the Caspian Sea. They selected the most beautiful girls in the land and brought them forward to the king's royal court, bidding farewell to their families and friends before entering into the walls of the palace forever, never to see their loved ones again.
What?
You'll be living at the palace.
Oh!
Among the girls was a young orphan named Esther, a daughter of Israel. Esther stopped to say goodbye to her cousin Mordecai, who had taken her in and raised her when her parents died.
Oh, right this way, dearie.
Oh, please, can't I just speak with her a little while longer?
Oh no, no can do. So much estrogen, so little time.
Please, let me speak to him once more, before I go.
Well, all right, but make it snappy. We do only have this hall rented for another hour.
I'm sorry, Mordecai. I have to go.
I know. You can't say no to a king.
I'll try to remember what you taught me,
I'm sure you will.
and I'll try to tell everyone what it means to be one of the people of Israel.
Oh, no, you mustn't.
What do you mean?
Oh, we have enemies in the palace. Those who hate the people of God.
Oh no. What should I do?
Well, be true to your God and true to your people. Just don't tell anyone where you come from.
I'll do my best.
And Esther,
Yes?
I'm proud of you. You're like the daughter I never had.
Holly Zoroaster. Look what the camel dragged in.
Your dress is to die for.
Where did you get it? From the whaling Walmart.
Are you talking about my dress? Who did your hair? Medusa.
And what's that perfume you're wearing? Dead Sea number 5? It's gagging me clear across the room.
Like your breath.
Keep rolling your eyes over there. Might find half a brain.
You all better be careful how you address the next queen of Persia.
Yeah, right. Nebuchadnezzar called. He wants his dreams back.
Pause in, you Persian cats. You all need a little help.
Some of us more than others.
We will take your sweet cherub faces and turn them into delicate royal porcelain before any of you meet the king. You will all receive a special package. Each of you will be given a year's worth of royal beauty treatments.
Some people, you'll need 2 years.
As I was saying, we will take your sweet faces and turn them into royal porcelain before any of you meet the king. Now, ladies, find your marks and get set. Hi. The girl more beautiful than Vashti will win the king's favor and the queen's crown.
More beautiful than Vashti? You have my condolences.
Did I do that? That color wouldn't look good on you anyway. It was much too late.
I don't need your condolences, but I do need you to pick that up for me.
I don't stoop for your kind.
Her kind? What's that supposed to mean?
Wait a second. Don't I know you? You're the one that came up with that hair color that blew everyone away in Egypt. What was it? Purple.
You heard about that? I called it
Midnight eggplant.
It was so dark, it was black.
That color would look great on Malika, don't you think?
You know, actually with that light complexion, it would be quite striking. What is this? It's nasty. What? It's gross. Smell this. That, my friend, is the fragrance of quality. It's made from just a little bit of egg white, a tad of swan fat, and a dollop of crocodile dew.
Crocodile what?
Oh, but you'll look marvelous for days. Of course, you stink. It's an acquired taste or smell, but why do you think they have us purchase 6 months of perfume at a time? It's to cover the wretched scent of the cosmetics.
But wow, it makes you like you almost glow.
Well, I read something once. I wonder if this actually works. By crushing natural scents in the cosmetics, it should actually make it quite tolerable. No, that's just disgusting.
Well, the king doesn't care if we stink. All he cares about is that we're beautiful.
Well, I don't know. He just banished beauty. Maybe he's ready for something different.
Like what?
I think Esther's right. I think the king wants someone that he can do things with. To swim, work out, travel the world.
I think the king's ready to settle down, start a royal family. Who are we kidding? All the king really cares about is beauty.
I think he wants someone clever and smart. Someone who understands him intellectually. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think he wants a girl who can dance! Party with the best of them!
Well, maybe someone with all of those traits, yet is still kind, is graceful, someone who's confident in herself, who can understand the pressures he faces every day as a leader.
It's beauty. It's part of the royal DNA.
Has anyone tried the eyeshadow? Look at this, it's gorgeous.
Hey, that came? I think that came from the malachite mines from my town. Only the richest of the rich could afford it. My sister would die if she knew I was wearing it. I'll never see her again. Will I?
Oh, don't say that.
She's right. As exciting and glamorous as all this is, we'll never leave the palace. Even after the king picks a wife, he owns us for his property.
Well, my parents died when I was little, but I can still see my mother's smile, still feel my father's arms around me. Even though I never saw them again, I became family with others who loved me. You know, we could be family.
We could be sisters. We could swim in the royal pool.
We could dance in the royal court.
We could rate each other's wardrobes.
We could start a book club. I could teach you to read.
I love this. We're all so different, yet similar. But we're strong. Let's make Persia great again.
But yeah, we'll need to work on a better catchphrase.
Ladies, the king is in the palace. So grab your beautiful faces, your prepared pageant responses, and remember, your gifts to the king will be presented today. So I hope you all chose wisely. Esther, a word? I saw what you did there. Class act.
They're family.
Would you like some wise advice as to what I think you should bring the king? Now, get out there and knock him down.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
I would create more oceans, like the one surrounding my hometown. I think it's up to each of us to make sure our bodies are healthy and strong. And the best way to maintain physical strength is by swimming. And world peace. I can't choose just one. My gift to your highness is coffee from my country, the most aromatic and flavorful coffee, sure to give you hours of drinking pleasure.
What do you like the most about yourself and why?
I would say it's my loyalty to family, without whose support I wouldn't be here today. Of course, loyalties are subject to change. I would no doubt be loyal to you, my king. It's just, you know, when you think about it, it's, is it warm in here? Just come and present the gift. The gifts. I have a gift. I brought to you royal sandals made from my country. May you be blessed from the many years lived, many royal cities visited, and thank you.
If you had 1 minute to make a positive impression, what would you do?
I would dance. When dancing, I feel like I could conquer the world! With the exception of the Persian Empire, Your Highness, I would desire only to conquer those areas that might simply expand your kingdom, O most honored one. My gift to you is this trinket of Murano glass and a most precious bottle of limoncello, both from my home in Italy.
Are you old enough to buy this?
Sire?
Never mind.
If you had 1 minute to make a positive impression, what would you do?
I would share my fashion ideas like those that are on my vision board. One of the greatest ideas that I have is going to change fashion for kings for centuries to come. I'm going to find the most luxurious fabric, and the longer that the fabric is, it shows how powerful the king is.
Yes, but how would you wear it?
Glad you asked. I was thinking something along the lines of around your neck. Or a sash. A sash would look nice too. My gift to you, my liege, is an exact replica of the most powerful battleship in the naval fleet of my country.
If you had to choose between being beautiful but not very smart, or brilliant but not very good looking, what would you choose and why?
I would choose to be brilliant. Well, it wouldn't necessarily matter, as I already am. But to me, beauty is short-lived and quite subjective. One person's diamond might be another's lump of coal, and beauty can wither with age or negative effects of the sun. Brilliance, on the other hand, is beauty of the brain. My gift to you is a copy of my favorite book of poetry.
I can't read this.
I could teach you.
The pages seem to be stuck together.
That cheap of pirate paper, it always gets so gummy.
What bothers you the most about what's happening in the Empire today?
Well, I think people are too focused on themselves. I would love to develop community programs. People working together for the common good, regardless of culture or color of their skin. My gift to the king is something I made myself, using the natural ingredients of oats, honey, and pomegranate. It's not much, but it comes from my heart's desire to please the king and gain his favor.
Oh, I never thought I would taste these again. My mother used to make these when I was a boy. I might say, these are even better than hers. You made these? I've made my decision. My royal subjects, I choose this one. What was your name?
Esther.
Esther. I choose Queen Esther. And now, my work here appears to be done.
One moment, Your Majesty. As long as you're in the mood to choose things, how about you select a new Prime Minister?
Very well. Keeper of the records. Who is on the list of candidates to be Prime Minister?
You
have your faithful servant named Mordecai. He's honest, hardworking, faithful, brave, obedient, and very wise. He also saved your life once by stopping an assassination plot.
Yes. But what do the polls say?
Well, your advisor Haman is very popular. He's shallow, thin-skinned, and instead of being honest, he'll tell you whatever you want to hear.
Ah, that sounds perfect. Make it so.
Okay, folks, let's give it up for our new Prime Minister, Haman.
Thank you, Your Majesty. And now, let me give you my first piece of advice.
Yes?
Well, oh, resplendent one, you know that people bow before you as you pass by, but if they truly respected you, they would bow to your advisors as well.
My advisors?
Yes, my perfect potentate. They would bow to, well, I don't know, your Prime Minister, for example.
Ah, I see. Now I recall. It is written, when a king stands high upon the mountain, those who bow to him also bow to the dirt below.
Yes,
to the dirt below.
You have a unique way with words, Your Highness.
Haman, you are a man after my own heart. Put it in the book of records. Everyone must bow to my servant Haman, just as they do to me. Beginning at once. That's better. Now, Haman, carry on in my trace.
Ah, the part I was born to play.
And so, everyone bowed low to Haman and honored him as the king commanded.
Did you say everyone?
Yes.
Well, that includes you.
Oh, no, silly. I'm the narrator.
I don't care. The script says everyone bows to me.
I'm sure it doesn't mean me.
Look, I have an important part here, and you're just a meaningless extra. Now stick to the script and bow!
Okay. Okay.
That goes for you as well. The king picked me, not you.
No, thank you.
What did you say?
I said no, thank you.
What's the meaning of this?
The script says, now Mordecai refused to bow to Haman, for Haman was an Amalekite.
I am?
Record keeper, tell him.
Yes, Amalekites were enemies of the God of Israel.
So?
So, Mordecai refused to honor a man who did not honor God.
I don't care about all that religious nonsense. The script says everyone bows to me, so he has to bow. Now bow, or suffer the consequences.
He said no.
You asked for it. I'll make you regret the day you were even born!
That's what he says.
Yeah, if you don't, you're gonna be in big trouble.
I can't worry about being in trouble. I have to do what is right.
But he's the prime minister, and it's in the script.
You gotta listen to him.
Where I come from, we believe in a God more powerful than any prime minister. That's the person that I have to follow. Stand up, stand up, stand up for what is right. Stand up, stand up, stand up to fight. Be firm, be brave, hold tight to what is true. God who saves is standing up for you.
Even when the others around you fall?
Stand up for what is right.
Even when believing can cost you all?
Stand up for what is right.
Even when you're feeling like you're all alone?
Stand up for what is right.
Even when the road ahead's unknown?
Stand up for what is right. Stand up.
Stand up. Stand up for what is right. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up and fight.
Be firm, be brave, hold tight to what is true. God who saves is standing up for you. When it's time to make a choice, listen, listen for the Master's voice. When the word of God is clear, sing with joy the song you hear.
Even when the others around you fall,
Stand up for what is right.
even when believing can cost you all,
Stand up for what is right.
even when feeling like you're all alone,
Stand up for what is right.
even when the road ahead is unknown,
Stand up for what is right. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
A little soon on the mic cue, don't you think?
Now, when Haman saw that Mordecai did not fear him, his anger grew, and he began to plot against Mordecai. In fact, he cast lots on the day to decide how and when to get rid of all the Jewish people, all of them in Persia.
And quite possibly the narrator.
And soon he went to the king with his plans.
Your Highness, I regret to announce that I have some shocking news.
What is it?
Your Highness, there are traitors in your kingdom.
Traitors?
Yes, certain people scattered throughout the land, and they refuse to obey your laws.
Shocking.
Is there an echo in here? Yes, it is, Your Highness. And I believe you must deal with these people at once.
But how?
Oh, please, Your Highness, it would be my pleasure to take care of all the unpleasant details. Just say the word and I will see that they are all destroyed.
Haman, your kindness touches me deep. Take this royal ring and do whatever you need to do. And now, I wish to leave.
make way for the king, 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 make way for the king.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king has left the building. I repeat, the king has left the building.
Well, isn't this fortunate? I just happen to have a proclamation right here. Oh, and it's signed with the king's password. Oh. Keeper of the records! How do you keep doing that? Read this out, would you?
The king commands that on the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar, all the people of Israel shall be... Wait a second. I can't say this.
It's in the script.
The king commands that on the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar, all the people of Israel shall be destroyed, killed, and annihilated, and all their goods shall be plundered. Oh, for the love
of the king and his loyal advisors. So, Mordecai, one way or the other, you will fall down before me.
When Mordecai when Mordecai learned what Haman had done, he tore his clothes, put on sackcloth and ashes, and sat at the king's gate in deep distress. And when Esther heard of his grief, she sent word asking what was wrong. And Mordecai wrote back a secret message.
My daughter Esther, our people are in great danger. You must go to the king at once and beg for mercy.
Dearest Mordecai, no one may approach the king without being summoned. All who break this law are put to death. The only exception is for the king to raise his golden scepter and spare your life.
My dearest daughter, if you remain silent, you will perish anyway. And who knows, it may be that God has placed you in the palace for just such a time as this.
Dearest Mordecai, go and gather all the Jewish people of the city to fast and pray for me, and I will pray as well. And after 3 days, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I die, I die.
Though my voice is small, in the night, be near me.
house of the King's Hall. And the narrator resigns for political reasons and seeks asylum in the Witness Protection Program.
What is
Nothing. I have a favor to ask.
it? It is written, when courage speaks, a wise man listens. Let the whole world know this woman may ask me for anything, even up to half of my kingdom.
Thank you, gracious king. My request is this. I would like you to come to a special banquet I'm preparing. You too, Haman.
Oh, gracious, my queen.
And then, my king, I'll reveal what's on my heart.
Ooh, mysterious. Are you going to surprise us?
I'm certainly going to try.
Once again, my favorite queen, ask me for whatever you wish, and I will
You're new here. Can I help you?
Witness Protection sent me. Said you needed a new narrator pronto.
Carry on.
Well, that day, Haman hurried home in high spirits, confident of his power and position.
Oh, my darling Zeresh, I have the most wonderful news. This very day, Queen Esther herself picked me and me alone to attend a banquet for the king tomorrow night. So I just want to say, I'm the king of the world! Oh, you like me? You really, really like me?
Of course we do. Everybody loves you.
Well, not everyone.
The narrator, she's a nobody.
No, it's that pesky Mordecai who sits every day at the king's gate and mocks me.
Well, don't pay him any attention.
Oh, my sour quince, I can't help it.
I have an idea, my little lotus blossom. Why don't you build a 75-foot pole, and you can hang Mordecai from it tomorrow. That would make a great move for the king's dinner. And there should be plenty of room for that pesky narrator. Just saying.
Oh, tree upon which grows the fruit of my life, you always know how to cheer me up. I'll talk to the king about it first thing tomorrow.
And until then, you can tell me again all about your wonderful plans.
Now it's time to celebrate the end of everything I hate. tomorrow face a day to die. For I'm the man who had the will to make a plot with secret skill.
A man of brains and irony.
I'll get the things that I deserve. But there's a plan no one can see, a final day that waits for me. Who will rise and who will fall? There's only one who knows it all. And it would take a miracle. It would take a miracle. It would take a miracle. Yes, I vow. Yes, it would take a miracle. It would take a miracle. It would take a miracle to save them now.
Now it's time to fast and wait and pray to God it's not too late. Haman with his evil eyes has planned a day for us to die. But there's a ruler higher still, who has an even stronger will, who has the power to surround and turn the kingdom upside down.
It would take a miracle. It would take a miracle. It would take a miracle. This is true. And if you need a miracle, really need a miracle, never underestimate what God can do. For there's a man who you see, final day that waits for me. Who will rise and who will fall? There's only one who knows it all. It would take a miracle. It would take a miracle. Take a miracle. Take a miracle. This is true. And if you need a miracle, it would take a miracle. Take a miracle to save and now God can do.
Much later that night in the palace, the king could not sleep.
Keeper of the records. Read to me from the book Great Deeds of God.
Fabulous idea, Your Highness. That'll put you to sleep for sure.
Just start anywhere.
On the 10th day of the 5th month, in the 4th reign of the mighty king of Persia, 2 men plotted to kill the king. But the king's faithful servant Mordecai overheard the plot and reported it, thus sparing the king's life. Later, on the 15th day...
Stop! I remember when that happened. Did we ever reward this Mordecai?
No, Your Highness.
Tacky, tacky, tacky.
Well, we should do something.
Why, Your Highness, do I see a brainstorm coming on?
I don't know. Where are my advisors when I need them?
Announcing the amazingly convenient arrival of Prime Minister Haman.
Ah, Haman! Just the man I wanted to see. Tell me, how should I honor someone who has done me great service?
You wish to honor someone, Your Highness?
Yes?
Someone close by who's always looking out for you?
Yes, you guessed it then.
I think so. Well, I would give that person one of your robes. I would put him on one of your horses. And I would have one of your princes parade him throughout the streets declaring, "This is a man the king wishes to honor!" Oh, thank you, Your Highness.
You'll be the one to lead the horse.
I'll be the to lead the horse?
Yes, just as you said. Now go get everything ready. I wish to honor my faithful servant Mordecai this very day.
Mordecai?
Yes, doesn't that just make your heart beat a little faster?
You can't make this stuff up.
Mordecai!
Let's just see what it says here. Yes. So Haman was forced to honor Mordecai, the man he hated.
No.
Hey, man! How's it hanging?
Hey, man. Really? Really? Do I have to?
Well, we wouldn't want to cut anything from your big part.
It's not even possible. We don't even have a horse.
Oh, here, use your imagination.
You must be kidding. This is ridiculous.
But before Haman had time to object further, he found himself out into the city, and there he led Mordecai up and down, shouting, "This is the man the king delights to honor." Go ahead. Shout.
This is a man the king delights to honor.
What did you say?
This is a man the king delights to honor.
Oh, hold on. We can't understand what you're saying.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you to be a little bit louder.
This is a man the king delights to honor.
Hold on. We can't understand what you're saying.
So?
WWTS.
What is WWTS?
What would Tim say? Tim?
Slow down and enunciate.
This is a man the king delights to honor.
The moment has come for you to announce to the whole world your desire. Whatever you wish from me, even up to half of my kingdom is.
My life, and the life of my people.
What?
Your Highness, there is someone in your kingdom who wishes to kill me.
No! Who would dare such a thing?
The man I'm speaking about is in this very room.
Don't worry, Your Highness. I'll protect you!
This man is also planning the death of my family and friends.
Tell me his name, and I will show that man the end of his bodies.
Your Highness, this is the man. Haman!
Haman?
Yes, Your Highness. I am one of the people of Israel, one of the very people Haman is planning to destroy.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, there's been a terrible mistake. Is this?
In the script? Why, yes. Yes, it is.
Indeed, there has been a terrible mistake.
No, Your Highness. Let's not do anything hasty. My Royal Majesty, the merciful Father of all, remember, it is written, if you've got a hot potato, let it cool down a little before you chew on it.
I cannot stand to be in your presence, and I must speak before I act. Oh.
Very good, Your Majesty. Thinking is good. Queen Esther, please, believe me, I had no idea you were one of those wonderful people of Israel. I mean, when I said I wanted to kill you all, I meant it in the best possible way. Wheels! Please, 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 don't let him kill me.
Stop! What are you doing?
No, you're always one of the nice ones, I swear you were.
Stop! You're hurting me.
No, I love you, really, I do. Okay, that sounded bad. But when I said I love you, I didn't mean, love you.
Silence! It's not enough that you plot against my queen. Now you proclaim your love for her. Angels better than me. Get up! I say it is written. You are dead meat.
No.
Death.
To
Haman.
Death
to Haman.
Death
to Haman.
Death
to Haman. Death to Haman. Death to Haman. Death to Haman.
Okay, director, I need a quick rewrite here. Talk to the playwright or whoever adapted this for stage.
No. I think it's perfect. The role you were born to play.
Okay. Look, maybe I got a little carried away, but I thought it was the most important part.
Oh, it's not.
Well, I didn't know it would end like this.
So how does it end?
Oh, this is where it gets good. Because of the faithfulness of Esther, Haman's plan was defeated, and Haman received, the very punishment he planned for Mordecai.
Okay, all right. Fine. Maybe some parts were more important than mine.
No.
Thank you.
And so, the people of God were saved. Well, that line doesn't quite give the ending justice.
You'll need to read that for yourself.
Book of Esther, chapter 9.
Chapter 10 is pretty good, too.
We know there is a hidden hand that guides the way we need until
We know that when we kneel and offer up a broken heart, God's power is revealed.
And so we say a simple prayer that when the day is through, loving God, we see your face and find our place in you.
Well, I think you can see that we had everything we needed to tell a story.
A king.
A queen.
A prime minister.
A faithful servant.
And many others.
And whenever this story is told,
And any of God's word is explored, see God's providence.
He's always at work.
Although he may seem absent from the moment,
He's very present in the story.
In all of our stories.
And God will use humor if he needs to.
Not to make light of his love,
But to reach us in a way we can relate. To draw us close. To help all of his people understand.
To demonstrate the depth of his love for us.
All God's people, great and small, celebrate the one who has brought us here for a reason.
For just such a time as this.
So, let's celebrate.
God is our God, we will proclaim. God is our God, forever, amen. We are the ones called by the name of the God who is true, true to the end.
Send the word by royal rider, racing with the wind. The loyal God of Israel is rising to defend.
God's truth will overtake the lies of those who hate. Until the day of sorrow is a day to celebrate. God is our God, we will proclaim. God is our God, forever, amen. We are the ones called by the name of the God who is true, true to the end.
Give a shout for Esther, who was brave and faced the day.